Hey Mussies! This is not the video I thought I was making today. I thought I was doing a Gamma Rebirth review. I thought I was doing an Ultraman Episode 9 review. No, we're doing a Godzilla Monarch Legacy of Monsters trailer review. This is epic. This is the first time Godzilla has ever had a live-action TV series, and this is the first trailer for it. Let's take a look. Russell Crowe.
I can't go back in time and fix all the mistakes I made. But maybe I could leave.
What mistake did he make? Ha! Godzilla.
A legacy.
John Goodman!
The world is on fire. I decided to do something about it.
Hopes, dreams, ambitions.
The mission was to protect their world.
Whoa! What was that? What was that?
It's what we wanted Monarch to be. Instead of chasing monsters.
Evacuation route? Oh!
You'll know everything, I promise.
What? Wait, that wasn't... Oh, shit. Wait, was that Skull Island? Okay, we got confirmation, November 17th. That was Skull Island, wasn't it, right? Because in the 2017 movie Kong Skull Island, wasn't there a giant sunken ship not too far off the coast or just right along the beach shore? And it looked like it was collapsing in this trailer. I mean, this does take place in the Monsterverse, so there should be Kong stuff confirmed. It's interesting that we're actually seeing Godzilla shown in the trailer, but they're keeping Kong a secret. I'm surprised to see John Goodman. Oh, that grabbed my attention. I love little details that they're doing for world building. Like when they're at what looks like an airport and the one woman looks down at the ground and sees a Godzilla picture on the ground that says Godzilla evacuation route. You can definitely tell which scenes seem to take place in the distant past versus the current day. As we know, this will take place in two different times. Kurt Russell's son will be playing a version of the same character from the past. Kurt will be playing the same character in present day when he's older. Honestly, this has me concerned. Not because of this. I think this will do decent. I mean, one, it's on Apple TV+. I honestly don't hear that much talk about Apple TV+. I know they've had some epic-looking TV shows before, but compared to like Disney Plus or Netflix, I hate to say it, but less popular. And I'm concerned that people aren't going to go out and buy an Apple TV Plus subscription just to see a Godzilla show. I'm also concerned because there seems to be no chemistry or marketing between the Monsterverse and Toho, with the Godzilla -1 just coming out last week, the first trailer, and now the first trailer for this, that really risks people missing one or the other. It seemed like when Shin Godzilla came out, that came out in 2016, which was a good time apart between the previous Godzilla movie, which was in 2014, and the next one, which would be in 2019. So when people say, did you see the new Godzilla trailer? Back in 2016, people might have been like, oh, you mean the new Japanese one? Because there was nothing else. Now, if people in this past week say, hey, did you see the new Godzilla trailer? They're going to say, yeah, I maybe saw the Japanese trailer, but they might not realize that this new one came out. Or the other way around. Did you see the new Godzilla trailer? And it's this. And they didn't know that the Japanese one just came out. Even if it was like half a year apart, that'd be fine. You know, but to do it in a week is very frightening for promotional reasons. All right, let's go back and try to break this down in more details. So first up in the trailer, we have somebody, looks like they're starting a film reel. Then we see Kurt Russell, character, he's looking at some screen footage from the past. Then we're actually seeing some of these main characters here back in the past. They look like they have a Geiger counter in their hand. They're checking for some kind of radiation. Then we see Wyatt Russell's character. Then we see a woman. She's clearly in the present day. She's going through some of what looks like John Goodman's character's map. And then we get our first tease of Godzilla. We've seen this before in the beginning credits of the 2014 film, where we saw some old footage of Godzilla's spines breaching the surface not too far offshore. But this does appear to be different from that actual footage, because I believe in the 2014 version, they ended up dropping a bomb on Godzilla in that moment. And this seems to be closer to an inhabited island with tourists or civilians on it. And then we see John Goodman. Then we see a more modern day look of San Francisco. I'm not sure if this is immediately after 2014 or if this is even present day and maybe people just abandoned the city because it's been destroyed so much. Then we see that iconic moment from, I believe also from the Godzilla 2014 movie, where they show a bomb with the anti-Godzilla symbol. And we see some people going through a trove of classified documents that the government was keeping about giant monsters and Monarch. Then we get to see some bat-like creature fly through. This is definitely not the same bat creature from the 2017 Skull Island. It's even got like a pitchfork for a tail. Then we get another title card saying basically this show will expose the mystery of a secret legacy, the Monarch legacy. There's definitely a lot of recalls to actual historical events. Like I said, that iconic painting of the crossed out Godzilla logo on a bomb is very similar to actual bombs that were painted and graffitied back in the day before they were dropped. We see people getting in some kind of like dome-like test craft, and maybe it's like an old submersible submarine, or maybe it's designed to withstand certain radiation. They're going into a very kaiju radiated area. And then we have that awesome moment that I loved where she looks down at the floor mat. And I wonder if we're working our way to getting towards G-Force in the future, if they're really starting to get detailed in building this world. I wonder if they'll have like an exclusive Godzilla army to deal with kaiju threats in the future. And then this looks like this might actually be the real-time shot of the Godzilla 2014 scene where he gets bombed in the beginning credit footage. Godzilla seems to be heading towards some type of military base along the beach. The beach looks very empty in this case, so I believe this is when he's going to get bombed. This looks like one of those crab monsters from the animated Skull Island TV series. If you didn't see that earlier this year, the very first MonsterVerse TV show came out. It was a cartoon. It was just called Skull Island, and it had these giant-sized crabs that definitely preyed on humans. And that seems to be what's happening here. I'm glad we're actually getting to see some of these kaiju from the animated. And then, something I completely missed the first time. John Goodman is in this for more than just that one brief cameo. He might be prominent throughout one whole episode. That'd be awesome. I would love that. But you can see he's definitely on Skull Island. At first, I thought that this was a war bat, but I believe that this is the same dragon-like creature that we saw earlier in the trailer, the one with the pitchfork tail. And then we see the ship collapsing on Skull Island. Then we get some callbacks in a reenactment of the 2014 Godzilla movie, which this looks a little bit different, honestly. You can see that they're on the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge. Godzilla's breaking through. You can see the missiles firing at Godzilla, and he roars just like the movie. And then he turns his head for the camera shot and roars right at one of the main characters. I'm not quite sure if this completely fits canon, because I don't recall Godzilla turning his head for that long and then that far of a direction to roar. But it's a very minor technicality. And then we get the title logo, Monarch, Legacy of Monsters. Once again, I believe they do not have the rights to do a Godzilla TV show within Godzilla's name. That's why they're not calling this Godzilla Legacy of Monsters. They're calling this Monarch Legacy of Monsters, and then just showing Godzilla in the trailer. I could be wrong about that. It just seems like that's why they're going this route. Otherwise, why would you not put your most popular character in the title card, you know? And that's my trailer breakdown. So did you see anything that I missed, Musties? What do you think of this? Are you more excited for Godzilla -1 or the Hollywood Godzilla? Honestly, I like Godzilla -1 a little bit better because I like the dark, serious Godzilla a lot better. I've always have. I love all the Godzilla stuff, the cheesiest stuff. I even love Godzilla's Revenge. But even as a kid, I always wanted that darker, more serious stuff. I know a lot of people love Godzilla when he's fighting another monster. Even as a little kid, I was like, give me Godzilla 1954. Give me Godzilla 1984. Those were like the only two serious Godzilla movies at the time. And so to this day, I still gravitate to that more serious Godzilla. When I think of Godzilla, I think of him being a threat to humans and just destroying everything, not necessarily being a hero or a savior or even a neutral force. But I still love this and I'm excited. November 17th, that is another issue. As I was saying before about the fact that they're marketing this the same week that Godzilla -1 started marketing. And Godzilla -1 comes out the first week of November in Japan, and then the first week of December in the United States and I believe the rest of the world. And the fact that this is right in the middle of all that, it really is conflicting with each other, I'm afraid, for marketing purposes. But get the word out. If you know anybody who likes Godzilla, make sure that they know that there's 2 different Godzillas coming out. Do you have Apple TV Plus? Do you think that, this is going to draw in the crowd? Give me your predictions in the comments below. Thanks for watching.